Welcome to Game 5 of the World Series at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The series would continue in Oakland if necessary. The A's have won 3 straight, and they would like to get the job done here against their former prospect, Mr. Ken Waldachuk, who has moved on to Philadelphia and is pitching quite well. And he's getting Reid Hoffman early in this first inning. The leadoff batter is away, and it is Luis RAZE at the plate. He goes down swinging as well. Waldachuk starting his day just about as good as you can. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. striking out as well. So Ken Waldachuk, the former Oakland A, striking out the side, and you can see the brilliant stats, well, no you can't, of Luis Patino. Here he is, the starter for the A's, getting Trey Turner to fly out to right field. Oscar Gonzalez, nice catch. David Cora goes down swinging at the slider away. And it is 2 gone for Brian Reynolds, who will ground this one. Look at Vladdy flashing the leather in this series. It's been amazing to watch. We're through 1 at Citizens Bank Park, hitless. And we're back in the top of the second. It is Jason Givens swinging and missing at the slider away. Both pitchers just on fire right now. Waldachuk striking out his first 4 batters, making his first 5 batters. Ken Waldachuk, incredible performance. Here's Kenny Stevens, though, and he gets the better of Ken Waldachuk right now. That thing is out to right field, and it ain't coming back. His second of the postseason. Remember, Kenny Stevens didn't get to play in last year's World Series. He was upset about it. Here's Manuel Tavares. This one's down in right field for a base hit after the home run, and then Tyler Soderstrom strikes out on the circle change. All 6 outs for Waldachuk by way of strikeout. There's Luis Patino getting a strikeout of Bryce Harper, only hitting .233 in this series. There's Brandon Marsh with a swing and a miss, and then Kevin Parada with a grounder over to Luis RAZE. That is thrown on to first, and he is gone. The end of second, it's 1-0 thanks to the bat of Kenny Stevens. Into the top of the third we go, and Jonathan India takes this one out to right field, and that is an easy catch to make out there in right. Bryce Harper makes it, and it's 1 down. Here's Reid Hoffman, 0 for 1 on his day, striking out that first time, and this one's hit into left field, right into the glove out there in left, 2 down. Here's Louis Batts, and Louis Batts takes it into left. This one's going to get down for a base hit, a 2-out single. And that puts 1 on for Vladdy Jr., who laces one out there to right center field. This one's curling over to right, and it is over the wall. Goodbye, Holy Toledo, and 2 home runs against Waldachuk in the first few innings of this game. Makes it a 3-0 ball game. Vladdy with his 5th of the postseason, and the A's take a commanding 3-0 lead. Here's Jason Givens lacing a single into center field, and he puts himself on with 2 away for Oscar Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets a little bit underneath this one, and Reynolds moves over and makes the grab in center. We are going to the bottom of the third. Here's Bryson Stott, and Stott takes it out to right. Oscar Gonzalez underneath it, a long wait for it to fall, and it's 1 away. Justin Crawford, 281 on his postseason, and he goes down on the sinker away. Tyler Wade falls victim to a fly ball to center field. Givens makes the catch, and we are through 3 at Citizens Bank. The Philly fans are quiet. We'll be back. Here's Kenny Stevens, 1 for 1, and Stevens takes it into right field. Base hit. So the leadoff man is on for Manuel Tavares. Tavares goes the other way on this one, jammed a little bit, and 2 on with nobody out is dangerous. Tyler Soderstrom trying to take it into left field, but a nice stop, and they'll throw and get Soderstrom out. 2 on, 1 away for Jonathan India. India gets this down in front of Brian Reynolds, and 2 will cross the plate. Jonathan India with a 2 RBI single, and it is 5-0 Oakland. Here's Reid Hoffman bouncing one over to third. Easy double play, and they do get Hoffman on a double play. That's a rare thing. Trey Turner grounds one over to first to start the bottom of the 4th. That is 1 down. Here's David Cora. He goes down swinging on the high heat. And that's 5 Ks for Patino. Here's Brian Reynolds, and Reynolds takes this one to right, trying to give the Philly fans some hope here at Citizens Bank, and they go crazy for his 6th homer of the postseason. He hasn't been big in this World Series, but he's been big in getting him to this point, and he finally makes his mark. There's Harper going down swinging, though, to end the fourth, so they don't continue to ride the momentum, but Reynolds has him alive. We'll be back. Gordon Graceffo, another former Oakland A, coming in relief in this game, top of the fifth inning, so no more Waldachuk, despite the fact that Waldachuk was striking out a lot of hitters. Here's Louis Batts, and he will be victim to a flyout. That'll bring up Vladdy Jr., and this looks like another flyout, though it's going back and back to the warning track, and that one almost went over. Must be some wind up there. Here's Jason Givens, and Givens takes it out to right. This one could carry. This one could go, and it does. Jason Givens gets it over the wall. Kenny Stevens and Jason Givens, both with bombs in this one. You love to see the young guys being part of it. Here's Oscar Gonzalez. It's a grounder over to second, and he is out. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 6-1 game. Here's Brandon Marsh. Marsh with a grounder over to short. Louis Batts. Here comes Louis, throws, and Tavares misses. Interesting. So 1 on, nobody out. Kevin Parada into foul territory. Tavares ranges over, makes the catch. 1 down for Bryson Stott, and Stott takes this one out to right center field. This one's going to get off the wall out there in right center. Gibbons gets there relatively quickly and tries to throw in, but it is too late as Marsh crosses the plate at 6-2. And then a walk of Justin Crawford puts 2 on with 1 away for Patino. Tyler Wade hits this one and a rise with the glove. Unfortunately, doesn't make the right choice, trying to get a double play. And that brings up Trey Turner. Here's a dribbler over to third, and Guerrero has been amazing on defense at third in this series, and that'll end the fifth. It's 6-2, Citizens Bank. Into the top of the sixth we go. Kenny Stevens up at the plate. He'll swing and miss, and then on the pass ball, he's thrown out at first base. Brings up Manuel Tavares. He's 2 for 2 on the day, but this one he gets way underneath. He's not happy about it, but it will be an easy out at second base. 2 gone for Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 2 on his day, and he will swing and miss at a changeup way down low. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and that's where Xavius Klink is going to come in. 3 1/3 innings in his postseason. He's been pretty good. Here's David Cora with a dribbler over to Louis RAZE, and he will throw him out at first base. 1 down for Brian Reynolds, lead vote getter for MVP in the National League, it would appear, and it is caught out in center field by Jason Givens. Here's Bryce Harper. We haven't seen enough from him in this series. There's a base hit, though, in front of Stevens. So 1 on, 2 away. Can they start a 2-out rally? It's Brandon Marsh. He swings and misses on the curveball, and we are through 6. It is 6-2. Oakland trying to close out the World Series. Here's Jonathan India up against Gordon Graceffo, and India down the line at first base. This is an easy pop fly. 1 down for Reed Hoffman. He's 0 for 3. And Hoffman swings and misses, and he will be thrown out at first on the pass ball. 2 down for Louis Batts. 1 for 3 today. And he's jammed a little bit here. This one could get down and left, and it does. A little confusion by the Philly defenders. And that's going to put Louis Batts on second base. Pretty errant throw, throwing it into the infield as well. That'll bring up Vladdy, but he could not take advantage on the changeup down low. So that'll bring up Enyel De Los Santos on the hill. 4 1/3 of scoreless baseball for him this postseason. And Kevin Parada will dribble one over to second base. Jonathan India throws him out at first. 1 down. Bryson Stott now, 1 for 2 on his day, and this one's right at Tavares. Easy play, 2 away for Justin Crawford. 0 for 1. He did take a walk earlier, and he will just take strike 3. Doesn't like the call, but it's too bad. De Los Santos does his job. The 7th. Into the 8th we go. Top of the 8th for Jason Givens, and he will likely not get a base hit here. Wow, what a play by second base. Here's Oscar Gonzalez, though, on a 3-1 count, taking it out to left field, and it carries off of the foul pole. It is gone. Oscar Gonzalez with his 3rd homer this postseason. He's hit 2 in this World Series. And that is enough for the Phillies to go to the pen and bring in Hans Kraus, who was once in our organization in this series as well. And that is inside, a walk for Kenny Stevens. Bringing up Manuel Tavares. Tavares to center field. It's in the glove of Brian Reynolds. 2 down. And with 2 down, it's Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom hits it back up the middle. And look at the flip by Trey Turner to get us to the bottom of the 8th, where Colby Gaynor is going to come in, try to set this one up. 3-2 pitch to Tyler Wade, and look at that sweeping curve. It's nasty. 1 down. He didn't like it. Trey Turner now 0 for 3 on his day, and he will ground one over to Tavares, who will make the play at first base. 2 away for David Cora. 0 for 3 for him, and the sweeping curve gets him as well. That is nasty from Colby Gaynor. We are through 8. 7-2. Oakland domination. Can it continue? Jonathan India in the top of the 9th will lift one out to right field, and that one is easy to grab, and it will be caught. 1 down. Reed Hoffman 0 for 4, but you're not going to keep him down for too long. There's a base hit over the glove of second base. With Reed Hoffman down, things get dangerous. Here's Louis Batts out to right. That is caught. So 2 down in the top of the 9th with Hoffman at first, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a base hit up the middle. Hoffman's going to go for third on a base hit, and he will get there to put runners on the corners for Jason Gibbons, who gets one right back up the middle as well. Another base hit. That one scores another run. It's 8-2, Oakland. Here's Oscar Gonzalez, and Gonzalez gets a piece of this. His last 2 at-bats are going to be long balls. Oscar Gonzalez swinging the hottest bat in the World Series right now. And it is 4 home runs for him, and that is going to be enough. Joe Mantiply coming in. Kenny Stevens looking for a base hit. He's not going to get it, but doesn't matter. It is 11-2. And it's time for Clase. It's not a save situation for him. 5 for 5 in save opportunities on the postseason. But he's just looking to end this thing the right way. That's 1 down. Here's Bryce Harper. Harper just sits there and takes a fastball. It was a little outside. He has the right to gripe. And here's Brandon Marsh. Vladdy throwing on a first, and the Oakland Athletics are World Series champions for the first time in a long time. Since that 1989 season. Oh my goodness, the Oakland Athletics lifting the World Series trophy. You love to see it. The 2027 World Series champions, their 10th World Series championship in their history. And with that World Series, Vladdy Jr. wins the World Series MVP, and he will get his name on the wall in center field of Pandora Field. He also wins postseason MVP for the 2nd playoff run in a row now. Kevin Parada wins it for the Phillies in the National League. League MVPs are Yordan Alvarez of the Astros and Brian Reynolds of the Phillies, winning his 2nd straight. Controversial Cy Young goes to Nestor Cortez in the American League over Julio Urias, who had better stats, while Brady Singer of the Phillies wins it in the National League. Andrew Benintendi wins the batting title in the AL with a .329, while Brian Reynolds wins it in the NL at .342. The reliever of the year is Dylan Floro of the Angels over Clase in the AL, who had more saves, and Andres Munoz of the Pirates in the National League wins that. We finally have a Rookie of the Year in Manuel Tavares, who hit .303 with 25 dongs and 94 ribs. In the NL, it's the former Victor Mesa, who had an average season, really. Oliver Kennedy, former Oakland A, he's a better player, if I say so myself. AL Gold Glovers are Brennan McKay, Adley Rushman, Tristan Casas, Trevor Story, Matt Chapman, Tommy Edman, Dalton Varsho, Cody Bellinger, and Chase DeLauter. AL Silver Sluggers go to Eloy Jimenez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Brendan Rodgers, Alec Boehm, Corey Seager, Masataka Yoshida, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and Jason Gibbons gets 4th. Sad. NL Gold Glovers are Zach Wheeler, Alejandro Kirk, Matt Olson, Bryson Stott, Ryan McMahon, Dansby Swanson, Sal Frelick, James Wood, and Ronald Acuna Jr., while the Silver Sluggers in the NL are Brian Reynolds, Alejandro Kirk, CJ Crone, Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, Trey Turner, Corbin Carroll, Taylor Ward, and Mookie Betts. With this World Series win, the series is going to change a little bit. We're going to have some renovations coming to the stadium that are going to cost some money and strap the team a little bit more. Some guys will want to leave for big contracts, and we're going to likely have to bring some of these prospects up now and see if they can get us to another World Series win. Sound off in the comments, and thank you for your continued support. The journey is not yet over. Thank you, channel members, for the above and beyond support, and if you guys didn't already know, I love you, FG fam.